Hello, you guys. This is Piyu here, and I'm here today to share some pockets that I made using old book paper. I've been experimenting a lot with these old book notes paper, and I find that they are so bloody amazing when it comes to recycling for your junk journal, maybe to make pockets or for tuck-ins and slide-ins or prepping your journal pages to give all that vintage effect after you distress the old book note paper. I know you guys know what it is now. There's nothing quite spectacular about this and nothing quite outstanding about this. It's not my original idea. I saw this somewhere on YouTube like so many months back, and I've always wanted to try. And maybe yesterday was that day, so I just sat down. I just took all my trimming machine and my distress inks and the glue bottle and the tag framelets. I took all of them out and then I decided to play, and this is the result. I'm pretty sure that you guys are drooling over these pockets. I mean, if you do, there's absolutely no problem about it because it is so wonderful to have these chucked in your journals. So I'm not going to give a tutorial here because I've burnt my fingers royally after the Diwali crackers. But at the same time, I just didn't want to put off the video because I'm going to send two of these pockets to a dear friend of mine. So before that, I thought I would show how these guys have turned out. So there are two types of pockets here. So one is this, wherein you have a triangle kind of oh god, how do I explain this? Okay, now let me not try it that way. So basically the thing is that you have a lot of tuck spots in here, slide-ins in here. You have one pocket in here, you have another pocket in here as well. So basically you have three slide-ins or three pockets to add tags or stickers. These will also come in handy for your pen pal pen pal mails. Maybe you can add some goodies in these pockets and then send them across to your friend. You can either do it in old book note paper, you can do it in scraps of pattern paper or whatever that you feel is amazing. And I just distressed the pockets with a little bit. I mean, I used the Tim Holtz, I think the spiced, the orangey one. That's what that I used to kind of give that. I just didn't want it to be quite monotonous, so I just added a little bit of color in there to the back side and front side. I lettered the word love. So off late I've been enjoying lettering using my brush stroke pen, just in case you guys are curious about it. So this is the pen that I got it from Amazon, and I feel that it's absolutely great for lettering. So that's how the tip of the pen looks. I mean this is so great. So that's the Brastro technical pen brush. It says it's water resistant. I've not tried pouring water after the lettering. And then all I did is add a cute wooden clip, which I had it in my stash, and use some and I use my Tim Holtz framelets, the tag dies again to kind of create some tags and add it inside the pocket. These are my go-tos when it comes to making tags. So I made a ton of them yesterday and then included in these pockets. And I also distressed the edges of the tags because the person to whom I'm sending this is obsessed about vintage. So I thought I'd try my level best to give that vintage look, though I'm not great at it. Then I just took some tags, then I took some ribbons. These were given to me by my darling friend Sharda, and all I did is, though there was a hole punch in here, I just stapled it. I didn't mind the backside kind of looking quite sloppy. I mean, I was okay with it. I mean, that's the beauty of crafting, right? I mean, you don't have to be so perfect like all the time. So that's one pocket that I created. I made another one as well in the same line. So you have one pocket in here, another one in here, and then you have another one at the back. For this one, I use the crushed olive. That's my favorite distress ink. So I use this to add a little bit of color, and I letter the word faith. So that's how the backside look. It's a mathematical physics book, my husband's physics book, I think. Oh my god, I shouldn't tell him that I really did tear that. I've forgotten to put a clip here, I think, but I will do that. So that's how these two pockets came into life. Before I go to the next one, I would kind of show you how I made these in case you guys are interested. Yeah, I just had to pause the video because there was someone at the door. So I will first show you, in a very quick random way, though it's not going to be a perfect tutorial because I have to take care of my hands. Though I did all this crafting with my burnt hands. Yeah, so what you have to do is in order to create a little bit of sturdiness, I just used 2 sheets of paper. So this is how it is. Oops, oopsie, did I tear that? It's okay. Anyway, it's going to go on the inside. So I just took a whole set, 2 pages, like that. I tore it from the middle, and now what I have to do is I just have to create this triangle in here. It can get a bit more perfect, but the idea is just to teach you guys or show you guys, not teach, because I think I have to learn from you. So I just create this triangle out here, and all that I do is I fold it up. I fold it up like this, so you get this triangle out there, and all you have to do is, now you want a pocket on the top. So you want a pocket on the top, just like you saw it here. So you want a pocket on the top. So all that you have to do is glue this side so that you get the other 3 sides kind of what do you say, oh god, what is that word, secured, and you have an opening here. Then you also have to take your tacky glue and then glue it down here, so that is from the top to the end, if that makes sense. So what I did is I just took a double-sided tape, and in case you can see the fold here, what I did is I did run my double-sided tape from this end to this fold line over here, and that's the second place where you have to glue so that you get that pocket in there. And the third place is you add a little bit of glue to this slight small portion here, 1 and 2. So if you want, I can draw it out for you. So one place where you have to put the glue is here, this whole side here, so that you get a pocket on the top. Another place where you have to put the glue is from the top till the fold line. So what I did is I took a double-sided tape and then glued these small sides as well until the fold line. And then you're good to go. You have a pocket in here, you have a pocket in here, and then you have a pocket on top. So that's how this beauty came into life. And then when it comes to decorating, I just have to keep my mouth shut because the options are endless. I'm not getting into that part of it. Now let's get into the second pocket, which is this. So this is another simple one that I created, but even here the options are endless. Now I have so many pockets in here. Like I have 2 pockets itself on the top, which is like 1, and then another one, 2. I have not added anything inside because I'm yet to. So there are 2 pockets on the top. Okay, so that's how it is. There is one here inside and the second one behind it. So there are basically 2 pockets inside. So I'll put it back. And then if you come to this triangle down there, there is 2 pockets here as well. You have one here and then you have another one behind it, like two. So it's up to you. I mean, the number of pockets that you want is something that you can decide. If you want only one, you just create one. If you want two, you create two. I mean, it's all up to you. And then it's the normal stamping and the normal distress inks. And so these are the three distress inks that I used. One is the spiced marmalade, and then I used the crushed olives, and I did use one more. Yeah, I did use the pumic stone here as well to kind of add that color. And the same tags, I used a lot of ribbons in the scrap which I had in my stash, which I had and which my pen pals had sent my way, and a bit of lettering and some beautiful clips to add beauty to the whole thing. And that's how the back side looks. Now I will show you how I made this as well, I mean randomly. So if this is going to be my book paper, all that I have to do is I just have to fold it like this to create this base. Okay, now the back side of the base, so that's going to be one set. So here, and now what I have to do is I have to create this triangle, for which I will have to use another book note paper. So what I do is to create two layers of pockets, and to add a little bit of sturdiness, I just fold the paper again into half. Okay, and what I do is I take my paper cutter and then I run the paper cutter. I think I have to do it corner to corner, from this corner to this corner. So I just have to cut it like that. Okay, now it need not be perfect. That's all right. I'm pretty much fine with it. Now if you want two pockets, now what happens is it comes out like two pieces of paper. Now if you want two pockets, all that you have to do is, so all that you have to do now, okay, now let's come to the gluing part. Okay, now what happens is if I'm making the one with two pockets, yeah, that's what I would do. That's going to be my triangle down there. I just layer it and then cut this side with my scissors. Okay, now wherein I'm going to get one pocket in here, one pocket behind, and I get like two pockets on the top as well. All right, that's one. Now supposing you don't want two pockets, you just want one, just have one, that's it. But I would always suggest you keep two, and then you never know when pockets come in handy, so you better have two. That's and the entire pocket folder, if I may call that, it goes quite sturdy as well. All right, now when it comes to the gluing part, now what I have to do is to create this base. Now I will have to glue. Now this portion and this portion is already secured. I want the top part to be open, so I run my glue all over here, one, I run my glue all over here, two, and I also have to run my glue all over here, which is three. So I glue all these places so that I get the opening here. Either you can staple and then probably run a washi if you don't want to take all the hassle of gluing, or you can use double-sided tape. Now this is the glue that I use. I mean, we get this in India. In case you guys are wondering what glue it is, I just use Fevicol. This for all my Indian friends. Now to create this pocket, what I do is I just layer this triangle on top of the pocket like this. I will cut the excess in here, and I want the opening on top, so I will glue one, I will glue down here. So it's like I glue, I just glue. So I will glue here, I will glue here, I will glue these guys here as well. I hope I'm not too fast, but it's easy. Once you start doing, you're going to get the hang of it. And then that's it, you get another pocket. That's all. Now if you want to, now what I did is since I'm sending it to a friend of mine and I wanted that person to know that there is a pocket in here, all I did is I created a half circle with my circle punch to kind of give that pockety effect, if there is a word like that. And that's how simple it is. Now hope you guys enjoyed the whole thing, and please let me know in the comments box down below, did you guys try something? And if you did, I would be so happy to see them. Please come and join me in Journal Your Heart Out group. I have a group in Facebook. We are an amazing bunch of 820 plus women out there, and it's absolutely going to be fun in case you guys hop in there and want to add. Until later, take care of you guys, love you, bye bye.